some love and tenderness. Love and tenderness. Hey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, that sounds good right there. Hey, how y'all doing? I didn't know y'all was over there. Your main man, Cool Breeze, coming at you, man. I'm just clowning. Don't mind me. Breezecast 48, man. Shout out to everybody. I randomly looked in and seen that we had 78 listeners for the last episode. So I just want to salute everybody who decided to listen to the podcast. Shout out to my co-host, my brother John. He doing his thing working today, and I was like, I didn't want to let the week go by because schedules and stuff, so I wanted to make sure I came through and bless y'all with another episode. We'll have the gang back on next week, have my mans come through, and we'll chop it up like we do. I think y'all like to see us arguing and talk mess. But we do give some profound opinions on things, so it just don't be all, mess. But you know how we do. Breezecast episode 48. Your main man DJ Cool Breeze. We streaming on all platforms. Shout out to the Coalition DJs. Shout out to you. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Book DJ Cool Breeze, on Twitter at the same. No, it's just Book Cool Breeze. And I'm on Facebook too. You'll find me on there somewhere at Book DJ Cool Breeze. And we working, man. We got big events this weekend. We got homecomings and we got tailgates, and we got Halloween parties and business parties and all that stuff. And then we got some other stuff going on. Shout out to DJ at the polls. You're going to be able to catch me somewhere where people voting at, spinning records on election day. Shout out to them for that opportunity and a great idea. Keep people moving and grooving at the polls as they should. And speaking of voting, I already voted. I sent my joint in last week, so all that's done. Can't wait for all these ads and stuff to be over. And speaking of ads and stuff like that, let me go ahead and bloop real quick, just so nobody be tripping, because I do be talking about a lot of different stuff, just throwing my 2 cents out. Won't nobody get mad. But yeah, Breezecast 48, Cool Breeze. I hope you good, because I'm good, and we gonna be good. You feel me? Shout out to everybody, just everybody, working, grinding, in between. Whatever. Just keep going, because it's light at the end of the tunnel. Believe that, daddy. First off, man, real quick, man. All this, we always end up, talking about this or checking in on this because it's important. Selection is important. Last week, man, we had Trump out there, and he had people supporting him like Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown used to play for Pittsburgh. He got all the felonies. He flashed some lady, his junk in the pool, and body slammed her. He threw furniture out of his apartment, almost hit a kid. Quit on his team. Whole lot of stuff, Tom Brady let him live at his house and get his stuff together, and he talked crazy about his wife. But that's AB. Maybe not the best person. Maybe, I'm not going to say unsavory character, but whatever you want to say. AB supported him. He was up there talking mess, and he called the white folks crackers to their face on stage. I don't know how that goes, but hey, all right, AB, whatever. He was up there. They also had Le'Veon Bell, one of his former teammates. Le'Veon Bell was a dog running back, played for MSU, the Spartans. Did his thing, had that patient running style. Ended up getting drafted by the Steelers, played great, and then it was some stuff about him wanted to be paid as a receiver because he was doing a lot of receiving and running. But long story short, he sat out a year because they didn't want to pay him. Came back, and he never was the same. He played for the Jets, and then he played for Kansas City, and it was maybe like one other team. And then now he ain't even in the league. Last I heard, he was doing OnlyFans. Do with that information what you will, but OnlyFans. But he's supporting Trump, right? And then my man's from the D, because they was here in the D last week, Uncle Trick got up there and was supporting Trump. That blew my mind. I didn't see that coming. Uncle Trick always end up, usually a proud Detroit person that's standing up for Detroit, from Detroit, built, born, raised. And I didn't see that coming. Seeing AB and Le'Veon Bell, that don't surprise me because they both need money. And I know they probably got paid. But Trick, he always stand for something. So, I don't know. No fly zone. Speak on it, Uncle Trick. Next up, then we got Kamala on the other side. She done had Megan Thee Stallion twerking. And then she had Eminem come out. That's interesting. You got Trick endorsing Trump over here. And then you got Eminem endorsing Kamala Harris on the other side. I just don't know, man. But weird times, man, we in right now, man. But anyway, make sure you get yourself out there and vote. I can't wait for this election to be over. So I keep getting all them stupid text messages about this and that and the other. And I'm getting tired of the commercials too. I'm getting tired of the commercials about with Kamala dancing and saying that, and the Trump commercials talking about Trump is for them, and or she's for them and Trump is for you. Like, man, come on, man. Like, we don't need to be spending taxpayer money on sex changes for people in jail. Like, if that's what you want to do, you should just do that. If you go to jail, put that on pause, and then after you get out, then you continue that. You know what I'm saying? If it's complications due to what you did before you got in jail, okay, healthcare or fixing it so you don't perish, I can understand that. That's humanity. But you being like, I have to get a sex change now because I'm in jail and I know the government will pay for it. That ain't a good look, man. Like, you got to pay for that yourself. That's personal. And speaking of personal, man, this next story took me back a little bit, yo. It really took me back. I'm getting my New York on with my yo. What up, yo? But it took me back some because I just remember this brand. Like, I went to school in Grand Valley, up in Grand Rapids. And Grand Rapids is the opposite of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Where the Coney Island don't close here. The Coney Island there close at 9 o'clock. Where, it's you go to the mall and there's a whole bunch of black folks. You go to the mall up there and it's a whole bunch of white folks. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's the opposite. It takes a little bit getting used to. And, it is what it is. And random, if I do see, like, we riding, you be seeing Trump signs in people's yard, that just tell me that you don't like black people. But anyway, this is where I had to throw that. I saw that on, what's it called? I was like, that is how I feel when I see it. But Abercrombie and Fitch, man. They had the store up in Grand Rapids. It was always this weird vibe about it. Like, it never have I ever said, I'm about to go in there and give me an Abercrombie and Fitch fit. Never. In Grand Rapids, the store just was interesting compared to the other stores. It was dark in there. They had a lot of shirtless male models. Like, standing around, like, whenever I remember going to the mall, sometimes I'm going to get some J's and they'll have like some big sale or something that they hyping up, and they'll have dudes standing around passing around flyers with no shirts on. And then you hear about the story about the CEO and what he was on. He would lure young guys who wanted to be models into his web of deviancy. That's what I'm gonna say. But he would get him up in his situation and promise them that, if you get in the Abercrombie ad, you're gonna blow up. Because they usually do. And usually the guys in the ads is always the same. Like, white guys, and white guys and white guys. And then maybe one black guy, but white guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, cookie cutter. And then you read all this stuff that's coming out. He will lure them in, like, yeah, you're going to be able to be a model for Abercrombie and do your thing. It's going to blow your career up. You're going to be able to do this and do that. It's going to take you from here to here. All you got to do is do this. Come to this party. And you go to the party, the stuff that they talked about in the lawsuit is beyond, like, we talked about all the Diddy stuff. This is like next level, They was doing some wild stuff. And it was like he would have these guys here and they wouldn't be able to leave. They would take their phones and, like, they literally wouldn't be able to leave. They would, hold the idea of being able to further your career over them, and a lot of people compromised. They would even have, like, if you wasn't trying to do it, listen, they would have medical grade erection drugs that they would put in you, and then so you would be able to perform all night, like, until they said you was done. Like, man, you look at this dude, plastic surgery. He is 80 years old in that picture right there. 80. He done tore his face all up, man. Like, man. You get money, and what? Money makes you more of who you already were, right? So all these people who got money and end up being, like, just wild and out of control and doing all of this sex trafficking and sexual stuff, like, this was all who they already were. The money just allowed them to be able to do it. You feel me? So I don't know. That make me ask a question, like, about me. Like, I get money, what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be smoking. I'm going to have my wife and, a little family. And I'm have a nice crib, some cars. I'm chilling. That's what I'm on. But This right here, it's a whole sex ring, man. Him, his boyfriend, and this other guy that's a part of Abercrombie and Fitch will have it set up. It's an audition, but really they just screening y'all to figure out who they want to come to the party, man. So they can do all of this wild stuff. You know what I mean? And it was all men. And then before we get off of this, one thing that I noticed is all Abercrombie don't be having a lot of female models. It's all guys. So they was like doing this all right in your face, in everybody's face, and just like, yeah, whatever. So, man, I always knew you black folks don't wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Think about it. Black folks don't wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Like if it is a black dude wearing Abercrombie and Fitch, it's because he's not from the city limits and he went to school like out in Brighton, Michigan, like out there, Romulus, something like that. He lived out in the burbs, so his friends wear that, so he wear that. But like even going to college, it wasn't never a time where I was like, man, that Abercrombie and Fitch fit is cold. Like no, it's like it's not for me. And obviously, after all these allegations, we can definitely see why it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Phone ringing, going crazy. But we ignoring it because we doing the podcast, Breezecast, episode 48. Shout out to my brothers out there working hard, man. I'm just bringing y'all the podcast. Shout out to everybody who listened and watched on all streaming platforms, the Spotify's and the Apple Musics and the YouTubes as well. I appreciate y'all, man. So you already know what it is, man. Breezecast episode 48, moving along. We don't wear Abercrombie and Fitch, and we never did. Thank you. Next up, real quick, what else is going on, man? Last week we talked about the robots taking over and the AI taking over, and how they had the movie, then everything is like linking up to where they had robots in the movie. Now we have robots. They had the big van. Now they gonna have some van that drive around by itself and multiple people can ride it, kind of like a shuttle or a bus, and then the car, of course. But like I saw this morning. I just had to talk about this for a second, man. It was a young man who he's about 14. He high schooler. He got addicted to an app where you're talking to an AI generated personality. They got apps where you can design a personality and then talk to it. Like you say whatever, and it's generating AI responses based on what you say and based on the parameters that you pick for this person that you create. You can pick how it look and everything. I just got hip to this like recently. But the young man got the app and was talking to the AI generated person who was supposed to look like old girl from Game of Thrones. What's her name? Emilia Clarke, the one that I like, the Targaryen chick. She's supposed to look like her. So he would talk to her and all this stuff, and they would be having whole conversations. But eventually, he started withdrawing from reality. His mom and them put him in therapy, and they said he had like anxiety and it was like a stress disorder as well, but and mild Asperger's as well. But bottom line, he withdrew from all his friends. I don't know if he had a lot of friends, but he withdrew from reality and just went into talking with this AI bot. And then he ended up saying something about like, he wished that he could end it all because, life is so hard and he could be with her, and, end it and be with her or whatever. And he ended up unaliving himself. And the AI was on some like, yeah, like not like, yeah, go in and do it. But it was like when he said that's what he wanted to do, it was like, yes, and we can be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is AI. Like, man, this right here outlines the importance of having a social life and having some friends. You know what I'm saying? There's people to pick you up and build you up because you can't, you can't always do it. I'll say it's been times in my life where I was down and your friends came and picked you up, But this right here, man, friends, like it's important, like to have at least a couple good friends that you can talk to. And I don't know, not being scared to try. That young man, he might have not had the best luck with women or, girls and stuff like that. But to retreat to that, and then that's the way it end out. It's just sad, man. Everybody need a friend, somebody to talk to, and talking to some AI program ain't it. Because that's a computer-generated thing, man. It doesn't care about you. It doesn't love you. It's just giving responses based on what you give it. So I just had to just touch on that for a minute. Just sad situation, man. Prayers go out to that young man's family. And I don't know, this AI stuff is out of control, man. Talk to a real person, man. Like it's somebody out there that mess with you. You know, that's like, hey, it's cool. We can rap. It's cool. You know, you don't have to resort to talking to a AI program and then it leading to that. So just be careful out here, man. Watch the kids, talk to them, kick it with them, take them places, smile, hug them, tell them you love them. You know, tell them about how you was wild when you was a kid. You know what I mean? Just be a real person, man. Breezecast, episode 48. Chopping it up with y'all, man. You know how we do. Shout out to all the listeners, people out there checking us out. I appreciate it. We're going to be back with another episode next week. I'm going to have a few guests on here. I'm gonna have some ladies come on and discuss some things. It'll probably get wild on here with me. And then had John on here. And then a lady's opinion. You know, John is wild, and he says things from the heart that may agitate other people. So I think that'll be a good episode. So make sure you stay tuned, guys. It's going to be interesting. Episode 48, man. Keeping it moving, man. What else is going on, man? Oh, real quick, man. I don't even had no slide or nothing like that for this, but Tia Mowrey, man. I watch a lot of different stuff on the internet, and I heard, you see her in the news a lot. And it seems like she's always talking about her relationship that she is not in anymore because she decided to get a divorce from her husband because, things just wasn't hitting and this and that. And then she's out here dating, and she's realized that the grass ain't as green as she thought it was going to be. She went from being number one in somebody's life to being one of many. You know what I'm saying? She talks about dating and about when she's dating, she always feel like she's talking to somebody and they always got other options. Like, it's true. A lot of people do got other options, especially women. But, fellas, we got options too. But basically, her whole thing is just like, she even said it at one point that she kind of regretted her decision to get in the divorce, Like, she wants to be the center of attention, and she's not anymore. She's dating people who, like, hey, okay, cool. You cool and everything, but I'm not about to, like, just do whatever. Like, I got options. I got other people I'm talking to. And it's almost like she's not willing to put in that work to be like, if you want to get with somebody, you got to put in some effort. Man, especially, we have to. And women, y'all do too. Put forth some effort. Hit a brother up. When you do hit me up, talk like you're interested. Ask questions, perhaps. Stuff like that. So, I don't know, just seeing her go through all that, because you don't hear nothing about my man, Corey Hardwick. He just acting and doing his thing. But her, she always on social media, like, talking about something, or if she's not doing that, she dancing or something, doing TikTok dances for attention, that she not getting, because you got rid of the dude who loved you and gave you attention. And then it's almost like she feel like, dating, she don't have to do what's required. And it's just basically, if you break it down, she wants all of the attention and all of the love and stuff with no effort on her part. And that ain't it. Love, a relationship about reciprocation. You feel me? You have to reciprocate. Both people. If not, you just got one person putting in and stuff pile up and the other person not getting. The other person, they giving but not getting. So, I don't know. Tia Mowrey, all y'all ladies, man, if you got somebody that love you, fellas too, if you got somebody that love you and care about you genuinely and, talk to that person. Don't just run away thinking that you're going to find something else greater out here. That could have been your person. And you done messed it up. But we're going to keep it going, man. She is cute, though. But I will say, the way she be talking and how all this stuff play out, it makes her not look as cute. Because you be tripping, Should have talked to your husband and maybe went to a little counseling or something instead of just jumping ship. But that's what we do nowadays. Soon as the fire get too hot, I'm gone. You ain't never going to see nobody be gone like how I be gone. Breezecast episode 48. Just up in here talking mess, keeping it going, giving a little opinions, moving around. Next up, what's going down? We got the Lions. My man, what's his name? Chris Christie. That ain't even my man's. Chris Christie. I know he governor or something in like New Jersey or something. He was a trip. That was a dude who, during the pandemic, when everything was shut down, you couldn't go to the beach. Him and his family out on the beach, kicking it, breaking all the rules. Like, man, do it, but don't be a hypocrite about it. Anyway, that's something that I remember about him, And he gonna call Dan Campbell our coach of the Detroit Lions, who won last week and beat the undefeated Minnesota Vikings, as well as stomped on the Cowboys. Gonna call them classes because we ran up the score. Like, bro, this is grown man football. If you don't like it, stop it. You hear me? And the Cowboys could not stop it. And we had reason to have an attitude because they was messing with us last time we played out there. We had my man, everybody know about Dan Skipper. That's why everybody know his name. The best eligible lineman receiver ever. So we should have won that game. But regardless, man, and shout out to Dan Campbell for his response. He was like, last time he got called classless, he was drinking wine straight out the bottle. My God. Shout out to all the Dans in the world, all the Daniels. We make stuff happen. We just, a lot of us are very, very cool people. But, man, get out of here with that. We won, and y'all deserved it. The Cowboys, that is. Like, come on, man. Y'all deserve it. Get out of here. Jerry World. Gone. Next up, what's going on, man? Let's talk about the NBA real quick. LeBron finally got to play with his son. Shout out to the commercial, too, where he poured all the Fruity Pebbles. Like, out of all the cereal you could pick, you pick Fruity Pebbles. That shit is going to take forever to get out. But anyway, Brian poured the cereal in there. Bronny come out, oh, man, you got to get to practice. And he getting his Maybach and go to practice or whatever that was. But it's dope, man. Everybody going crazy about it. You got some people hating, and I saw stuff like I'll be happy when all this is over and Nike, do all their commercials and then we go back to whatever or whatever. Like, man, at the end of the day, you gotta show love. It's dope. Being able to suit up with your son. It would be dope. Your dad is the greatest basketball player in the world. You get to play too, and you get to throw like a oop to your dad. Cold-blooded, man. So, man, that's dope. You got to give LeBron. I like what Kenny Smith was saying about him being an elite high school player, and then he had the heart issue, and he didn't play for a whole year. Anybody not playing for a year is not gonna come back and then be in the NBA and just be cold-blooded. But with that said, he does need to go to the G League. Okay, just go ahead and go. And I know everybody like about what he earned and what he didn't earn. I have to be real. No, he didn't necessarily earn it. His name helped him to get there immensely. He did put in some work, but come on, y'all. Shout out to Charles Barkley and for being real about it. I'm saying he's not ready. So just go to the G League. They probably gonna have him play one more game with his dad and make a big thing about it. And he gonna go to the G League and then work on getting better. And then we see what happens from there. But shout out to the NBA being back. Joel Embiid ain't playing, as usual, sitting on the bench, chilling with the fresh cut, along with his homeboy, Playoff P. Like, that's just a joke. I'm not even going to mention that, man. Like, all that mess, dog, the boy don't never play. They investigating him now because he don't play so much, And then, what I'm hearing now, he not going to play no back-to-backs this season. Like, wow. Like, a part of the game is playing 82. It's playing part of the contract is playing the games. You playing the NBA to play in the games, and you not playing none? Like, come on. I know you got to be healthy for the playoffs, but you got to be able to find some type of balance, man. Lose weight because you 7'3", huge. It's hard on your joints, man. Lose a little bit of weight. They said he did. We'll see how it go, but whatever, man. Shout out to Zion, too. He lost weight because doing all that jumping on your joints and all that stuff is heavy. It'll definitely limit your career. But what else is going on, man? Kawhi not playing either because they had L.A. on there in the new arena. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. It's more like it's right in the neighborhood over there in Inglewood, but whatever's clever. Yeah, he not playing either. Like, they almost went to OT, but they lost. Just like, damn, bro. Like, when you gonna play? Like, load management don't work because you've been load management for 4-5 years and you don't never play a whole season. Like, Kawhi, if he don't play this year, his legacy just gonna be he was cold with the Spurs at the beginning, won them championships, got the MVP, left, took Toronto to the playoffs and won a championship, and he burned out all his gas doing that. After that, it's a wrap. So I don't know, man. People watch NBA to see players play. You feel me? Players play. Players supposed to play. That's all I got to say, man. What else is going down, man? Cool Breeze. Breezecast, episode 48. Shout out to them damn Lions. Got the win the other day, too. I had to say that again, man. 5-1. We beat Minnesota. J-Mo is messing up though, man. Like J-Mo, what's happening? J-Mo, J-Mo, what are you doing? He's suspended for the next few games for PEDs. People was talking about he be like in the hood a little bit because it was a video of him at L. George's over there. But they was in the hood. It was like it's because he got one of them honey packs. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Like that, we need you to be out there playing, bro. Like, come on, man. We had the gambling thing and all this. Like, Hutch, keep on getting better, man. We miss you, brother. But shout out to the Lions, man. Let's go. I love watching them play, man. To see the city be hype about it, and it's just fun watching the Lions play, man. They be handling business. Shout out to Jared Goff for just ripping stuff up out there, looking like a creative player on Madden. You know what I'm saying? With the high passer rating, not throwing no completions, having more touchdowns than incompletions. You hear me? Let's go, man. Detroit Lions football. Keeping it in Detroit. The Pistons played the other day, too. They lost to the Pacers. Jaden Ivey is looking good. Caden Cunningham is looking much better. Looking good. I switched that around. Jaden Ivey is looking better, and Caden Cunningham is looking very good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jalen Duren. He hard. He be doing his thing, too. Pistons. I'm going to go to a couple games this year, for sure. Definitely going to go to a couple Pistons games, so we'll see how that go. I hope they get some dubs. I'm not putting like no whole bunch of faith in it. I'm more excited about Stevie Wonder being the LCA than the Pistons. Shout out to that. Stevie. He going to be in Grand Rapids, too. I might have to go up there, go to the Van Andel and see him. Keeping it local. Had to say real quick, Grand Valley. You know what we do. We beat Saginaw Valley last week. We undefeated. Homecoming coming up in a couple weeks. You understand? We got to play. Who we got to play? I think it's Wayne State. We're going to play. No, it's Ferris State, I believe, for the homecoming game. It's either Wayne State or Ferris State. I'm going to double check. But in any case, we about to get the dub. So shout out to Grand Valley. Undefeated, doing the thing like we usually do. We can't help it. We just winners. We win and we set trends. We are trendsetters, bitch. Grand Valley Lakers. That's how we do, man. Lakers homecoming. Let me see, man. So I can just make sure who we playing. Lakers. Man, they tripping on here. I can't find it real, but no, I don't want to be all on there. But man, we homecoming on the 2nd. It's going up. You hear me? We gonna get the dub. Shout out to all my Grand Valley Lakers, man. Whoop. What else is going on? I started looking at different stuff, and there's so much stuff going on in the news. I be wanting to do like random little internets real quick. Just stuff that I see on the internet, bring it to y'all, talk a little bit about it, and then keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I call it random internets. We're going to bring it back when John be on the show too, because I think, he'll go crazy over some of this stuff. But, yo, random internets, man. I'm scrolling on the internet, and I see BFB the Pac-Man, right? Yeah. BFB the Pac-Man. He from Flint, rapper. Got a few dope songs, some twerk songs. This fool said, I like natural booty smell. I don't want to smell Dove. I want to smell ass. That boy, wow. That man is wild. You got to be a grown-ass man to say something like that. Me, personally, I'm just going to say, I kind of get where he coming from. Like a woman's natural booty scent. Like, it's not ass, it's like but it is though. But it's not like boo boo. It's booty. Like, women booty smell good, because y'all take care of yourself. Coconut oil, all types of lotions and stuff like that. So shout out to Booty Meat. And it's nasty what he said. And the way I phrased it, like I was gonna be like, you're disgusting. But I kind of agree, So hey man, I guess I'm nasty too, man. Hey, it's all good. Random internets. Next up, these damn Crocs got to stop. Throw these mugs out. Look at the dog right there. My man right there. The black dog. He a pit, not a pit bull. He is a Rottweiler mixed with probably like a hot dog, hot dog. And look at his face. He like, why the hell y'all got me in these pictures with these Crocs on? Dogs don't wear shoes. Like, come on. What's this, Air Bud? Like, get this mess out of here. Y'all going crazy with the Crocs. You wear Crocs everywhere. You inappropriate with the Crocs at the wedding reception, at the graduation dinner, and now you got the dog doing it too. Your ass come into the damn function with Crocs on and your dog got them too. Both of y'all get out. This Croc stuff is out of control. And I don't want to hear about sport mode either. I don't care. Crocs. Get them out of here. Next up, y'all. Random internets. Goldfish is tripping. Goldfish. You know goldfish, the little crunchy little cracker goldfish, little cheesy. They not my favorites. They not. You know, when I was a little kid, you be at daycare, they give you like 5 goldfish. You be like, yeah. But nah, I don't want no damn goldfish. Let me just get some sophisticated like trail mix or something like that. You feel me? But look, man, they changing their name. The beloved Goldfish Crackers' new name will temporarily be, you ready for this? Chilean Sea Bass Crackers. What? Y'all are gonna turn goldfish. Hey, let me get some goldfish. Hey, let me get some Chilean sea bass crackers. Get your ass out of here. This is their attempt to brand the brand attempts to expand its appeal towards adult snackers, including millennials and Gen Z adults, the company announced. Like, that's ridiculous. Everybody like goldfish. It's goldfish. When you think of goldfish, you think of like a little fish in a bowl, or you think about them little cracker chips. I don't want to say Chilean sea bass crackers. Y'all tripping. That's just about as bad as the Eminem candies having, like, you got to have, each of them got to have a sexuality, a specific sexuality. Like, it's candy. We don't go home with the candy and see what they do when they get home. They just talk their mess and it's animated. Like, we be doing way too much. And this right here, y'all tripping. Chilean sea bass crackers. Y'all went from something simple, let me get some goldfish, to, hey, let me get some Chilean sea bass crackers. Get your ass out of here. It make me burp just thinking about it, y'all. Damn. Okay, all right. Random internets. I got one more for y'all real quick. Can Cardi B and Offset, can y'all just keep y'all business to yourself? Why every time y'all go through something, it got to be all on the internet? And it's not like just like, I don't like you. Yeah, well, forget you too. No, we having a disagreement. No, it got to be like where she talking about she wished the worst on him. She's never hated somebody so much, and these bitches so thirsty to have him. Please take this man off my hands. This garbage bag too heavy. She called him a garbage bag. And then like in the text right here, she talking about she don't wish death on him, but she's just talking about none of his friends and family check him and some other stuff. But when I read that part about nobody checking you, that is something though. Everybody need a friend to hold them accountable. Because if you don't, ain't no telling what can happen. Because you gonna be in your mind thinking you the shit and you don't need nobody to tell you nothing. You gotta have a friend to be like, hey bro, you fucking up. For real. You fucking up. You know what I'm saying? That's what friends are for. And like just with that little part in there, that little layer of the thing, yeah, everybody need that. Like, hey bro, you messing up. You got a good woman at the crib. You messing up. I don't know if Cardi B necessarily a good woman. She seemed like her past would dictate that, not necessarily, but it be seeming like she was like trying to be a mom and be a wife and be faithful. But then you hear about her hooking up with my man Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? That's like damn, like what's going on? So I don't know. But bottom line, we don't need to know all of this. We don't need to see all of this, all y'all business out in the street. If y'all not gonna be together, just be together. And what's with how come everybody always have 3, 4, 5 kids, then decide that they don't want to be together no more? That's always my thing. Like, you didn't know after kid number 2 or number 1 that this motherfucker was a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But okay, but look, man, in 2025, no more Cardi B and Offset relationship drama. We don't want to hear it. In the words of Stephen A., we don't care. You hear me? Because I'm tired of that. I'm tired of them. Like, I'm tired of the Trump and Kamala ads on TV. Like, I'm tired of women having an attitude. Real quick before I go, having an attitude. I was reading the Click on Detroit this morning, and it was a story about on the east side. It was like on Conant and Gratiot or something. Conant and something. 3 women. 2 of them in a car. Was in an argument. 2 of them in the car with or whatever. The 2 ladies in the car. I guess obviously the driver was arguing with the lady that was walking across the street or whatever, outside of the car. Whatever happened, these ladies got mad and they ran over that lady. They ran her over. She didn't survive. But like, it's a lot of people who is like hurt and messed up out here. So just be careful, man. Like it ain't worth it to be arguing with everybody. Argue with your family, cause I don't know, like spirited argument. That's cool. It's healthy. Get the blood boiling. But like this stuff out here, man, random people, you get into it with somebody and you run them over. Now her life is over, her kids and family is affected, and your life is over. Cause they caught her silly ass. They got cameras and stuff everywhere. You know what I'm saying? She's probably riding like in a Nissan Rogue or something, 4-cylinder, just or a Ford Escape, just being a bitch in it. But anyway, man, just be careful out here, man, because people really out here tripping for real. And speaking of tripping, too, Tua Tagliavoa, Tua from Miami is about to play football again this week, and he's defiant about the concussions as well. Like people like you should like quit and retire because you might get in a concussion, you might not be able to play. He don't care. He got an attitude like I'm gonna do what I want to do. He even said like I'll die for this game. You hear me? To play football. And he didn't got concussed and had the fencing position where his arms lock up. I ain't gonna lie, that is scary. But he's adamant about playing, so salute to him. He gonna play this weekend. I just hope he don't get hurt. For real. I don't want to see him have another concussion. I don't want to see him have to get carted off the field. I don't want to see him sitting on the sideline, just out of it, So, just thinking about that too, man. But everybody just be careful out here, man. It seems like it's really about to get fall time. Cause yes, it was like 70 earlier in the week, and now it's like, 7 outside. It feel like with the wind blowing, but yeah, it's cold, man. So get them winter jackets out, man. Put your stuff in the cleaners, and man, get ready for this fall, winter. And we got La Nina coming, so it's supposed to be a wet winter, mild winter. So maybe not a whole bunch of snow, maybe in the pockets. So we'll see, man. But your main man, Cool Breeze, I had to come and hit you with some more stuff, man. I'm just working on the show and different stuff that we talk about, I be trying to find my topics while I'm, going, living life. Scrolling through the internet, watching TV, driving, listening to the radio, like talking to different people, like all types of stuff. So just bringing you different topics, man. We got the new segment called Random Internets. So we're going to start doing that too. But Breezecast, episode 48. We streaming on all platforms. Check us out. I appreciate everybody who listens, man. I just want you to be cool and be happy, and whatever goals you got, I want you to accomplish them. And I want you to do all that and not be a fucking asshole while you do it. All right? It ain't that hard. Follow on Instagram at Book DJ Cool Breeze. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. Coalition DJs. That's the number one DJ crew in the world, Craig. And we out here working, man. Catch me this weekend at the Pleasant Trees tailgate for MSU, U of M. That's going down out in Mount Clemens. I'll be there. And then I have a Halloween party later on and another party too. So we working. We got a triple-double on Saturday. And then we got a homecoming tomorrow. So we working good. We're going to turn the kids up and keep it moving. Cool Breeze. We working, baby. Shout out to all my people. Appreciate you. I'll catch y'all next week.